Cal from Zen Surfboards from the Zen Underground, where we try to showcase our board models and talk a little more in depth about all the aspects of the design and what the board does and who could benefit from this board. And we have brought one of our Midlengths that we've kind of been a proven board for 4 or 5 years now, but still a real popular shape, so we just really never talked about it, so we're gonna just get into it now. Talk about Midlengths are kind of something that was real popular in the 70s, and we've kind of always embraced either the single fins or the 2+1s too for Southern California especially. So we're gonna talk a little bit about this is the Zen Matador, and it's got a real low entry rocker, virtually a flatter bottom, going to a V in the tail, and really designed it to carry through sections and generate its own speed and work when the waves could be a little more on the gutless side, but really the board is something that really works well when the surf gets good. It's got enough of the natural rocker, enough kick in the tail to be something that you can ride on the better days, and just really from just taking the high lines to cheater fives to stepping back and throwing bigger wraps with the board. And talking about the bottom setup on this board, has a little bit of roll in the entry just to be able to still be able to maintain takeoff later, and pretty much a flat bottom with a little rail roll here just to make it from rail to rail transitions a lot smoother. And just when you get about 10 inches ahead of the fin box here is where the V, you start getting the V, and the V ends up going right behind the fin box and a little bit flatter out the tail just to keep the board from not tracking. But having this V really helps the board with keep it real sensitive, and a profile too. If you can look for a board that's still close to maybe 2 3/4 thick, it still has a pretty nice foil on the board where it still really keeps the tail nice and thin, just to keep everything a little bit more sensitive to the rider, more on that performance end, and never feel like something that you can't really stick a rail in and get that projection out of the board. So it's not to be mistaken with a fun board. This Midlength, there's more on that kind of performance end, and this is the Zen Matador. And it's available as single fin, 2+1, quad, and a thruster with either boxes or glass on. And this is again the Matador for 2020, but it's been a proven model for us for about 5 years, and you should get on one. ZenSurfboards.com.